Okay, so this is gonna be my ranking from worst to best with the tier list of every Metallica song. I do have each one ranked in this. What I'm gonna do is I'll put each one in the tier. I'll give you the reasoning, then I'll tell you where it falls on my ranking of each song and its exact ranking out of 10. And then at the end, I'll briefly go over them all from worst to best. Um, so start off, Hit the Lights. So basically, this is basically like S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier. Hit the Lights. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Um, it's like they have a lot of songs that are heavier, a lot of songs that are faster, a lot of songs that are more melodic, a lot of songs that have deeper lyrics. But I don't think they have any songs that fit better as their first track on their first album. This song introduces the band and what they are perfectly, in my opinion. Um, and it's got great solo, got the great crazy, almost hair metal like thrash riffs of the first album. Kill 'Em All overall, I'd say when I think of pure fun metal, I think of Kill 'Em All. Yeah, Hit the Lights. It is my 56th favorite Metallica song, and it is an 8, and I give it an 8.5 out of 10. So next up, we have the Four Horsemen. This one is also going in B tier, and I know that some people might say that's way too low. That's a bit better than Hit the Lights, but just keep in mind that even A tier on this list is going to be a very high bar to reach. Um, so if I was ranking like albums, I would put Kill 'Em All in A tier. However, most of the songs are going to be in B tier on this list just because I feel like songs it's a lot easier. They can get a lot higher scores than albums can because albums have to factor in the songs that are maybe not bad but less good than that on the album. So Four Horsemen, yeah, I like it better than Hit the Lights. This is their first like long song, like I guess technically an epic, even though it's so short. It's still like about the length of a normal song on Death Magnetic or And Justice for All or something. But yeah, Four Horsemen. This is it's a classic song. It's got that galloping riff. It is better than the Mechanics, in my opinion, at least. Um, it's got the crazy like shrieking, voice cracking almost vocals that I actually really like James's vocals on the first album because they're completely unhinged. It's got some great solos. I like the slightly slower Leonard Skinner inspired part. I think the lyrics are cool. About the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Well, Four Horsemen is my 22nd favorite Metallica song and gets an 8.8 out of 10. Okay, Motor Breath. I'll just say for now, most of B tier is kind of like where most of the songs are going to be. And I don't call it B tier because it really isn't like a normal B tier. It is 8.5 to 8.9 out of 10. And Motor Breath is also going in there. It's better than Hit the Lights, not as good as the Four Horsemen. Motor Breath, this exemplifies what I said earlier about this album just being pure fun. Um, it's a little short for my taste. I do tend to like longer songs. Um, and the main riff, like the riff I really like, the doesn't appear as much as I would like because I like that a lot more than the riff that have after the chorus. But it's just a fun, higher energy song, really good chorus. With like the energetic, almost emotional sounding hooks. I can't sing very well, and we're still working on that, so I'm not gonna torture your ears with that. But yeah, Motor Breath, it's really good. It's my 44th favorite Metallica song and gets an 8.6 out of 10. So next up is Jump in the Fire. I'm gonna put that one in here. This is my least favorite song on Kill 'Em All, and well, there's one that I technically like less, but it's kind of hard to count as my least favorite. I'll get to that one later. Jump in the Fire. I sort of like this one. It's got a good melodic riff on it. Um, the solos in this song are the standout thing about it. Uh, if you knew that I was Christian, you might think that I would object to the lyrics, but really I don't, because like it kind of like it doesn't seem to me like it's promoting the temptation. It's more just not about temptation. It actually might be the one with the closest thing to deep lyrics on Kill 'Em All. That is a gripe I have with Kill 'Em All, and none of the lyrics really have any depth to them. Um, yeah, Jump in the Fire. It's got really good solos, fun riff, but overall, I just think all the other ones on Kill 'Em All are better because they have. I don't know. Jump in the Fire. There's something about it that it puts it lower than the other ones for me, but it's still a really good song. Really good solos. It is my 75th favorite Metallica song and gets an 8.4 out of 10. So next, Anesthesia for Pulling Teeth. Now, I'm going to be putting that one in here. Now, before anybody gets offended, it's a great bass solo. However, I just don't think that it holds up to the other actual full songs because it really is just a bass solo with some drumming near the end. There's not enough substance to it. I feel like a lot of people put this really high solely for the fact that it's that the bass player in it was Cliff Burton. The fact that he died, that the tragic death. A lot of people try to. I guess it did try to honor him by putting this song as like one of their like top 10 or something, which just isn't the case for me. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for Cliff Burton. I think he's my personal favorite bassist, and I think for a bass solo, this is a very good bass solo. But I can't put it that much higher as an actual song because it's still just a bass solo with some drum at the end. I like the classical elements, the classical melodies and stuff like that. I do really like this. It's my number 105 and gets 7.9. Okay, Whiplash. I'm just gonna go in between the Four Horsemen and Motor Breath. Probably the third, definitely the. Oh no, not definitely. One of the two thrashiest songs on Kill 'Em All. Yeah, when I first heard this, because when I first listened to Kill 'Em All, before that I had only heard Master of Puppets, Juan, and Enter Sandman. So this kind of took me by surprise because I didn't know Metallica had any songs that were like this, like fast. Uh, if Hit the Lights wasn't their first song, I still think Hit the Lights is the best first song for them. But if not Hit the Lights, then Whiplash would also be really good for the first one because it's also another song about the band. It's the only one that says the band's name. Uh, yeah, it's super high energy, absolutely crazy. Got the unhinged young James vocals. It's really fast, high energy, thrashy song. It is my number 38 Metallica song, and it's an 8.7 out of 10. Phantom Lord, kind of an underrated song. It's gonna go above Hit the Lights, but below Motor Breath. It's got really good riffs. I like the interlude part. The first thing that caught me about it when I first heard the song was the chorus, kind of catchy in a way. The rushing metal strikes on this frightening night. It doesn't give me much that used to when first time I heard it, but overall this is song has really good riffs, of course, good solos. I think even though Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All have at least one solo that's better than anything on Kill 'Em All, Kill 'Em All had consistently the best solos. And yeah, Phantom Lord, it's my number 49 Metallica song with 8.6 out of 10. No Remorse. This one has some riffs in it that I forgot how good they were last time I heard them. It's going to go right above Phantom Lord. Yeah, this one, yeah, it's got some really good riff stuff. This is, aside from Jump in the Fire, another candidate for the closest thing to deep lyrics on this first album. Because you could technically say it's an anti-war song, kind of like Disposable Heroes, about teaching the soldiers to have no remorse, but it's not listed in the anti-war songs probably because it's more just meant to be something high energy and violent that I can sing about. But yeah, No Remorse. It's a good song. Got good riffs on it. It's my number 48 Metallica song. Has an 8.6 out of 10. And here we are to Seek and Destroy. Easily the most like famous classic Metallica song on Kill 'Em All. It's I'm gonna put it below the Four Horsemen still, but right above Whiplash. It's gonna obviously that opening riff is great. It's a really cool opening riff. There's some other really cool riffs in there. Great solo, possibly the best solo on the album. Um, this is my second favorite song on the album behind Four Horsemen, and I give it a 8.7 out of 10, and gets at number 27 on the list. So next is Metal Militia. I know that some people really don't like this song. I don't know why. It's got competition with, you know, with Whiplash for the thrashiest song on Kill 'Em All. Um, yeah, it's the fastest song on Kill 'Em All. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's thrashy. It's got unhinged vocals from James. What more could you want from us on a song from Kill 'Em All? I'm gonna actually put this one above Motor Breath. Below Whiplash, though. I think Whiplash is the better of like the two really thrashy Kill 'Em All songs. So there's Kill 'Em All. Oh yeah, and Mud Militia is an 8.6 out of 10, and my number 41 song from them. So next up, now we got into Ride the Lightning, an album that I don't like agree with people who put it like above Master of Puppets or like a number one. This is my number 3 Metallica album, but I think like the three coming up are like by far their best three. Nothing else doesn't even comes close to it. Even though I love still love all the other stuff. And Fight Fire with Fire is a great way to kick off the album. I'm gonna put it still below the Four Horsemen, but it's got that slow, like really pretty melodic acoustic intro. Um, then kicks on to the thrashy, the thrashy riff. This was when they started writing more like deep, meaningful lyrics because it's got the lyrics about like nuclear warfare and nuclear bombs and stuff like that. We start getting like slightly darker, heavier atmosphere. Great start to one of their best albums and one of my favorite albums ever made. I give it an 8.8 out of 10, and it is my number 25 Metallica song. And next up, Ride the Lightning. Okay, this one is going to be the first song up here in the second tier. So, everything about the song is great. It's got another opening riff similar to Seek and Destroy with the I really like how the song ends with that just played once. I like the solo in the song, of course. No, it's one of Kirk's most famous solos for a reason. It's a great solo with many good riffs in this. I really like the lyrics. It's kind of a horrifying prospect, but if we get to thinking, saw a song about like the last thoughts of somebody who was going to be put to death in an electric chair. So I like a lot about some of their lyrics, like in the next three albums. They can be like pretty dark and kind of messed up, but they also get you thinking. So yeah, Ride the Lightning is actually my 12th favorite Metallica song and gets a 9.2 out of 10. And next up we have For Whom the Bell Tolls. This one is going to go in the third tier, also above the Four Horsemen. This is probably one of their heavier songs. At least that one riff that's one of their heavier riffs. This was their first explicitly anti-war song, like Fight Fire with Fire. You could also that's kind of pretty much an anti-war song. No Remorse, you could argue, but For Whom the Bell Tolls is explicitly an anti-war song. It's got really good lyrics for that. I feel like the riffs, like I guess, don't have enough like variation. Maybe like there's no like one riff that's not that really like makes me really stand out as like a top tier riff, but they're all really good and really heavy, and it's got great lyrics. It earns a spot at at number 20 on my list and gets an 8.9 out of 10. Fade to Black. This is one of my favorite Metallica songs, and it's going to be going in the top tier. That acoustic intro, both the part and especially that hook, the dun dun dun. That sounds horrible when I sing it, but like in the song, that hook, it's a really powerful sound. The lyrics really sad, heavy lyrics about a man wanting to take his life. I can't use a certain words. I'm on YouTube, but yeah, it's a really powerful song. And I know some people have blamed this song for like causing self deletion. I'll go with that. But what people need to realize is songs about self deletion do not cause people to, like, unless the song is telling you to do it. It's very rarely gonna cause. Most of the time, it's gonna be much more likely to convince someone to not do it than because it helps them process their feelings. And I think that's for a reason, more than one reason. People always talk about the reason that it makes them feel like they have something to relate to, someone else who understands them. But I feel like it also almost gives them an opportunity because like, when you go through any type of story, whether it's a show or a song, you feel the emotions of the person in the story. If you listen to a song like this, you almost get to go through the act without actually doing it yourself. And in a way, that could probably kind of like help the reality of it sink in with you even more, with you almost going through with it. And I can't really know because it's something I've been depressed and it's gone through my mind. It's always an idea that I've always refused to entertain. So I can't say for certain, but I think that's another reason why this song has helped save many people's lives. So it's a very important song, but that's not why I'm giving it this high of a ranking. I'm giving this high of a ranking because it's amazing, it's beautiful, it's got a great solo. This is actually my fourth favorite Metallica song, and it gets a 9.6 out of 10. Trapped Under Ice. A lot of people call this one underrated. I can't say I don't agree. It is in the lower half of Ride the Lightning for me, but Ride the Lightning overall is such an amazing album that being in the lower half of it isn't really an insult. So I'm gonna be putting it right above Whiplash. Um, it's got that really good riff. Like it's not as thrashy as some of the other ones, other than the drum beat. But I like the hookiness of the main riff. It fits like the tone. There's another one with kind of like kind of horrifying lyrical themes. Some people, you might think at first that this one is about somebody like falling under an ice river, but actually it's a little more interesting than that. The song is about somebody who was cryogenically frozen, and then they woke up in the middle of their sleep. But since they weren't supposed to wake up, the machine doesn't unlock, so they just stay there and freeze. But it's definitely an interesting thing to think about, and who knows? Maybe in some years from now, when if cryogenic freezing becomes a thing, someone will be putting someone in, and but they'll remember the song and they'll put out some precautions that'll say this will happen to them. Although that's a stretch, but just a thought. It's interesting to think about. So good lyrics, good riff. Um, I'm having a hard time remembering the solo, but I know somebody said that they like it a lot for the solo, so these first four albums all have amazing solos, so I'll just say that it is. Yeah, Trapped Under Ice, my number 37 Metallica song with a 8.7 out of 10. Escape. Horrible. No, I'm just kidding. This song is actually really good. I'm not gonna say this like this is one of those songs where I feel like it's so underrated that it's overrated. What I mean by that people rightfully say this song is underrated. I know, I'm putting it above No Remorse and below Motor Breath. Um, People rightfully call this song underrated. However, I feel like people do it so much that I hear people saying it's the best song on Ride the Lightning and stuff like that, which I just don't agree with. Um, but it is really good for what it is for like a non-thrash song and stuff. I like the chorus. I feel like this song hits harder in context of the album. Like at this point, you've already heard James die by getting frozen, kill himself, get killed with an electric chair, go through a war. You've heard the world get blown up by nuclear bombs. So the contrast of this like happier song kind of makes it like hit harder, you know. And my favorite, the bridge really good. The see them trying to bring the. I can't go that low. That bridge really good. My favorite part of this by far is the opening riff. The that's my favorite part of the song for sure. What I think about when I think about this song. This is my number 46 Metallica song. It's an 8.6 out of 10. Next is Creeping Death. Now, I did mention earlier that I'm a Christian, and so I'm going to have a little bit of a bias. I think it's cool that Metallica wrote a song about something in the Bible, but I would put it this high either way, probably, though. It's even just musically, it's an amazing song. I'm putting it in the second tier, above Ride the Lightning. I like the lyrics a lot. So of course, the bridge, as everybody says, the bridge is, really cool moment. With that cool riff, the die chant. It's such a cool part for the good solo. I think a lot. I don't hear enough people talking about that main riff because that riff is also great. It's almost like if Escape's main riff became a thrash riff. I really like hooky riffs like that. Really riffs that sounds weird. I don't know, riffs that are like thrashy, but also have a hook, like Escape or Creeping Death. Creeping Death is my number 10 Metallica song and gets a 9.3 out of 10. Next, we have The Call of Cthulhu. The main riff for this fits perfectly for a song with I guess I can't say it's about that, but with that title. I'm putting it in the third tier, but where do I put it in the third tier? Okay. Under Seek and Destroy, but above Trapped Under Ice. That fits. It's that riff. This one of the creepiest riffs I've heard. It fits perfectly for the title. And something else I found interesting that kind of I found pretty cool about it also is people have pointed out the misspelling of the name and the title. And that's pretty. They actually did that on purpose. This might be, from what I've heard, this did that on purpose because in the story, pronouncing his name, whether it's Cthulhu, either through words or spelling, would summon him. So that's why they wrote it down so that they could play along with the story and not as that's a kind of cool detail. And there's another cool detail later on that I'll get to that's similar where it doesn't actually affect the song much, but if you know about it, it helps with I guess world building. I don't know, but yeah, really creepy riff, perfect for an instrumental about Cthulhu or Cthulhu. Okay, on to Master of Puppets. Uh, it's not my favorite Metallica album, the second favorite, but for people who have it as their favorite, I can't blame them. This is one of the best albums ever made. My second favorite album of anybody. So yes, my top two favorite albums are both from Metallica. Um, yeah, starts off with Battery. Great way to start it off. I'm gonna put. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Call of Cthulhu was 8.7 out of 10. I forgot what number it is. You'll get to hear that anyway. Either way, Battery. I'll start saying at the beginning. Battery is my number 13 song from them and a 9.1 out of 10. It's got another soft intro, soft acoustic intro, just like the one that's right above. I still think I might like Fire with Fire's intro more, but I don't know. All I know is that Batteries, it's got a whole nother level of a riff. It's very thrashy, but it goes in several different directions. It's those verses are probably my favorite thing about this. And something about the melody. You wasn't torn away. I think that's the part. Something about that. I know some of these kind of songs are always pumping them up. That's a perfect way to describe it. This is a very high energy song. It's perfect for if I'm playing some kind of battle game. This is a perfect song to put on. Obviously it's got great solo. Oh, a great song. 9.1 out of 10. Great starter for another great album. Master of Puppets. Well, obviously this is their worst song because of Stranger Things. I don't care how much Stranger Things might have oversaturated it and created fake Metallica fans. That does not affect how good this song is. It's a legitimate masterpiece. Um, Great riffs, great lyrics, great solo at the end, great bridge. I love the middle section with the more melodic middle section is very very pretty. I know that seems weird to talk about a thrash metal song. So that part's pretty, but if you've heard the song, you know what I'm talking about. Which probably all you have is the most famous song, aside from Enter Sandman. It's beautiful. I like the David Bowie inspired riff. That was surprisingly a really good riff. Not surprisingly, but I like it more than I would even think I would. Either way, yeah, Master of Puppets, my number 5 song for them, a 9.6 out of 10. The thing that should not be, similar lyrical theme to earlier. Um, this one, I think it's above Seek and Destroy, but below Fight Fire with Fire. Yeah, no, it's above Fight Fire with K. Number 24, 8.8 out of 10. Yeah, this is might be their heaviest song. And the beginning acoustic intro fits sets the tone really well. It's a pretty creepy sounding intro, even though there's not much of a melody to it like some of the other acoustic intros. Uh, I'm gonna start trying to go through this a little faster because there's a lot of stuff to get ahead of. But yeah, it's really one of the heaviest songs. Really like it. 8.8 out of 10. Welcome Home Sanitarium. One of my favorite song on Master of Puppets. It is number 2 on my list and 9.7 out of 10. It's the lyrics really got me thinking about like people in insane asylums and stuff. I love that chorus riff. The intro is something that I've learned playing guitar, so it's not that hard to play, but it is really cool sounding, kind of creepy sounding also. Uh, I like how it starts off softer, but gets thrashier near the end. I think you can tell from my top 3 so far that I would like the ones that have both thrashy parts and soft parts in the same song. That's Disposable Heroes. That's the wrong song. Okay. Disposable Heroes also would be in this tier. It's I put it below Master Puppets also, but yeah, we might as well talk about it right now. No way, Solitary and Battle. Well, I guess I've already talked about that, so I'll talk about Disposable Heroes. Really? Okay, this thing is being difficult. Yeah, anyways, Disposable Heroes. I love the intro riff. It's really thrashy. I love the lyrics, the anti-war lyrics. It's got I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. And it's my number, I think it's number 6. Yeah, I'll say for right now it's my number 6 Metallica song until I can see what my phone's doing. Yeah, number 6, 9.5 out of 10. Sorry for the slowness that the video's going on right now. Okay, Leper Messiah, and another one that's simple. You might think at first, hearing that I'm a Christian, that I would object to these lyrics, but actually, I think I probably like them even more than I would if I wasn't, because I hate televangelists a lot, and probably even more than I would if I wasn't a Christian, because not only are they stealing people's money, they're also spreading like kind of a bad name too, like our whole religion and stuff. But either way, yeah, Love Messiah. I really like the lyrics because televangelists or who scam preachers, are awful people. Um, heavy riffs. This one is a little like less thrashy than the others. It'll also so it should not be, but I don't know. I feel like this is all kind of similar to Escape, where it's like so underrated that it's overrated. I don't know. It is near the bottom of the album for me. It's still really good. Near the bottom of like Master of Puppets. That's not an insult in any way, shape, or form. So 8.9 out of 10, and gets number 21 on my list. Okay, Orion. This is another absolutely beautiful song. Both the like slow part in the middle and just even the main riff. It's a heavy riff, but it's beautiful in and of itself. I messed it up, but this is my favorite instrumental of all time. It's absolutely beautiful song. Yeah, there's not much more to say about Orion. It's beautiful. That's all I can say about it. And yeah, it's not much to say about instrumentals because it's kind of hard to say stuff about them because they're instrumentals. I'm repeating myself too much. Either way, Orion 9.4 out of 10. Number 8 Metallica song. Okay, Damage Incorporated. I love the intro, how it like builds up. I'm gonna put it at 9 out of 10. It's my number 18 Metallica song. I love the build up in the intro. It starts off slow and like with the like almost sounds like a harmonica almost. It doesn't. I don't know why I said that. um, and then I get the I love that build up. Solo's really good too, especially the part where it almost sounds like I can't do solos as well as I can riffs, which I still can't do very well. But yeah, that the like almost classical part and sounding part of the The solo is really good, and I also and even the verses are also really strong with the almost hooky. Like, I love the Damage Incorporated. It's 9 out of 10, and my number 18 Metallica song. Okay, on to And Justice for All. Not only my favorite Metallica album, but my favorite album of all time. And a great way to start off that album is with Blackened. I okay, whatever. It's great riff. No, Blackened has a great riff, and yeah, it goes. It's I love this solo also, especially where it like slows down. No, you know what I'm talking about. If you wanted to go look it up, it's exactly 5 minutes in the song when like the solo like stops for a minute, and then it kicks back in, and then you go to it gets up really high and then builds down. Great lyrics, great riff, great solo, great song. 9.3 out of 10. My number 9 song from them. Yeah, Justice for All. I feel like this song is kind of underrated, possibly because like it is kind of too long, and there's a lot of parts it doesn't. There's a lot of parts of the song where it just doesn't do what I feel like it should. I don't know what. There's a lot of songs parts that don't do anything for me. Don't do much for me at least. They're all at least good to listen to, but it's got great lyrics. Like this whole album does, but especially this one was kind of almost especially the lyrics about very still relevant lyrics about the justice system, uh, and the very dramatic chorus of the nothing. I can't believe the price you'd pay. Nothing can save you. Justice is lost. Justice is word I can't think of, but justice is gone. It's yeah, a really good song. 9.1 out of 10, and number 14 on the list. Eye of the Beholder. This is actually one of my personal favorite Metallica songs. I'm going to put it at the very top of the second tier, even above Orion. The lyrics are just top tier here. As you can't tell, I love political lyrics, and this is some of the best of them. I like the rhythmic riffs. The chorus is kind of really intense. It's great like to sing along to. Independence Limited. That sounded awful. I'm just gonna stop trying to sing for right now. I probably won't, but I should. Either way, it's Eye of the Beholder, 9.4 out of 10 on my number 7 Metallica song. Great song. I think it's very underrated. One, uh, 1 out of 10. No. This is okay. This is my favorite song of all time. Dang it. So obviously it goes top 10 out of 10, full 10 out of 10, my only full 10 out of 10 song from anybody. Everything about the song is perfect, from the slow parts, the horrifying but important lyrics, um, the heavy machine gun riff, the the solo, definitely my favorite Metallica solo, and possibly my second favorite solo of all time behind Tornado of Souls. Um, Absolute perfect song. My 10 out of 10, my favorite song of all time. Shortest Straw, another like more political one. 9.1 out of 10 for me. This was initially my least favorite song on uh, Justice for All. It's still near the bottom, but there's one more that I put it above, which we'll get to in a minute. Even though Justice for All is the only album like from any but I've ever heard where every song is at least 9 out of 10. Yeah, shortest straw. Really getting more really good relevant political lyrics. I think this is about like racism or something. I'm actually forgetting what it's about, but they're really well written. I do remember that. Great riffs, heavy riffs. Yeah, really good song. Great song. Uh, Harvester of Sorrow, one of their heaviest songs. Um, it's also got really good lyrics. They're not as political this time, but abuse is still a relevant topic. And I like it being like it's like sung from the perspective of the abuser, but it's not like glorifying the abuse. It's not like, yeah, I'm gonna abuse people. It's so cool. It's still got a message. It kind of almost gets into like the abuser's head and talks about kind of like why they might do it. And of course, got the infamous, really creepy, evil sounding intro riff. Why did that sound? That was not the right notes at all. You know the riff I'm talking about, and if you don't, go listen to the song because like, why have you not heard it yet? It's yeah, Harvester of Sorrow, 9.1 out of 10. My number 15 song from Metallica. And at number 19, 9 out of 10, is still my least favorite song on Unjustice for All. That's how good it is. Frayed Ends of Sanity. This it does feel like it goes on for a little longer than it needs to. But really, it's kind of similar to the title track, where the parts that are great, and other parts are just like good. But yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. My number 18, number 19 song from them. Really good chorus also, and also great solo. Some really good riffs in there. To Live Is To Die, another Cliff Burton tribute song, and I feel like it does a tribute to Cliff Burton perfectly. It's my number 11 song from them, 9.2 out of 10. And this gonna go at right below Creeping Death, above Fight the Lightning. Yeah, they did the Cliff Burton tribute perfectly. Really good emotional sounding riffs. I love the interlude. And then if I didn't know better, I would say that it ending abruptly was a downside. But actually, that fits perfectly because it's supposed to symbolize how Cliff's life ended abruptly. And the last song for this video, because I'll do the other albums in a different video because I'm getting tired of doing this right now. Dyer's Eve. Definitely their fastest, thrashiest song. My 5th favorite song of all time, and my 3rd favorite song from Metallica was at number 3, 9.7 out of 10, between Fade to Black and Sanitarium. Again, it's a really fast, great thrashy song. Very personal lyrics about Hetfield's childhood. My favorite line is "You clip my wings before I learned to fly." So intense, fast solo, fast riffing. My personal favorite full thrash song, because even though there are a couple of songs like Juan and Sanitarium that I like more and have thrash elements, they've got a mix of thrash elements and soft parts. When it comes to just full on thrash from beginning to end, which is my favorite genre, Dyer's Eve, better than any other song in my opinion. Pretty underrated song, in my opinion, and yeah, 9% out of 10, my 3rd favorite song from Metallica. And the first 4 albums, which are obviously in general better than other ones, even though personally I will admit I like Death Magnetic more than Kill 'Em All. And yeah, I'll do the second half some other time. Bye.